All right, welcome back, everybody, to another Ville update. We're going to start by continuing where we left off our last episode with the JCPS updates on the busing situation. We're going to transition from there to some state fair stuff, and we got Louisville Wing Week coming up. And then there's a car show at Iroquois Park we got coming up, too, and we're going to kind of touch on all those. So stay tuned. I think we got a good one planned, and we'll be right back. And we're back. So as we said, we're going to start off today's episode talking about JCPS updates. So if you don't know, now you know. Last week, or I guess at this point almost 2 weeks ago, they tried to start school and kids didn't get home the first day until almost 10 p.m. Not all kids, but a couple. So you can definitely check our last episode to see.
It was a bit of a fiasco.
This time, I guess there was a little bit of improvement. So they started school back yesterday for middle and elementary school, and then high schools will start back on Monday. So as of yesterday, Friday the 18th, all students, so the last student was dropped off by 7:43.
That's an improvement.
It's an improvement. The superintendent was reportedly pleased with that. However, I mean, if you think about it, these kids still aren't getting to eat for however long.
Well, and I saw that on social media where a lot of parents were, they packed their normal lunch, for their kids, your normal, 12 o'clock lunch, but then they also had to pack like a second lunch for the bus
to make sure, in case,
to be prepared.
And I mean, I said it last time. My kid isn't school age. It's not something I'm dealing with directly right now. But at the same time, as a parent, I would like to think my kid's going to be home from school by dinner time. And that's not happening for some kids. And I think the most frustrating part of it is school happens every year. You would think we would have it figured out by now. So I don't know. While it's like we said, it's an improvement, I still think we can do better.
And I think it's and I agree. You're right. I mean, definitely this should not happen. It's a combination of things, though. I think it's a combination, of course, of the new software system that they're using, but also they chose to use the new software system the same year that they also did the rolling beginnings and endings as far as like the school schedules.
Gosh, yeah.
So that combination like that, if that was something that was maybe already in place, maybe it would ended up different, but
I don't know. I mean, it's not inappropriate, but an old coworker of mine shared this yesterday. First day of school, take 2. I just wanted to post this for a memory of the year school switched from 2 start times to 9 start times, and bus routes and getting to school and home was crazy late. School went 1 day, then out for 6 school days. Years from now, we'll be saying, remember when? So I thought it was a little comical. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, it's just as a parent or grandparent or whoever is taking care of the child, it's got to be frustrating, we already spend a lot of our time as parents organizing around kids' schedules, making sure they have what they need and they're where they need to be. And so to just, how do you plan for your kid coming home at 7:30, 7:45? While I'm happy it's not 10 o'clock.
Right. Like, this is the test launch, though. It was 10 o'clock when they had all, elementary, middle, and high school running at the same time.
Yeah, this is just elementary and middle.
Right.
So we're adding high school into the mix on Monday. And we will be back to report again next week after we see how Monday goes. We will. We don't always do midweek episodes, but this is an important topic for the city, for our Ville, and for us. So I guess we'll see how it goes then. I don't really have anything else on that one. Do you?
No, that's it. Hopefully Monday there'll be good news and, everyone gets home at a reasonable time.
Yeah. So with that, however, I guess, though, the extra time off of school for the week wasn't all bad for some parents and students because since the state fair started this past week, they gave parents a discount for the first day. So it says on opening day, each parent or guardian with paid admission can bring up to 2 students at no additional cost until 2 p.m. So, I mean, yeah, there's that cutoff, but it's something that they can go do during what would normally be school hours. Parking's not included, but hey, just admission to the state fair is still a savings, especially when you can bring up to 2 students. I think that's
really cool.
Pretty good. And then that's with each parent or guardian with paid admission. So if you got 2 parents, you can bring up to 4 students for free. And you're paying the same parking for the car regardless.
See, and that's so much better. Like when I was a kid, like we used to, like my parents used to like have us like get in the trunk. It's like they used to charge per person. Like we've come a long way.
Progress as a society. I like it. We're seeing progress on drop off times, and we're seeing progress on not putting children in trunks.
They made a game out of it. It's fun.
Musical chairs. Oh man. So that's pretty cool of them. And I guess speaking of fair, the state fair did start up. It started the 17th, so that was Thursday, I believe. So that's why they gave them that first day discount because kids were still out. They didn't go back until yesterday, the 18th. So they gave them the 17th to have that extra discount. I know we're reporting it after the fact, but I wanted to recognize the organizers of this Kentucky State Fair for doing that.
And that's awesome of them. And that's kind of one positive, I guess, you can take from all of this. That means that there had to be a lot more money coming in because, usually... Theoretically,
because they're still paying for everything else, all the other tickets and rides or whatever that they're getting.
Right, but usually that Friday morning, is a little bit dead because, there usually is school going on.
Thursday.
So it started on Thursday?
Started on Thursday.
Okay, so Thursday and Friday. Okay, so yeah. So either way, like that means...
And then, you still got high schoolers going on Friday.
Right, so... Right, that definitely had to bring in more traffic where before, those people were in school.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool of them. So I don't really think there's too much to cover as far as the fair goes. It's kind of your typical stuff as far as, the events that they do for art and like the plants and everything else. For entertainment, they have a few concerts. Nobody I really know.
Hey, bro, they had the legend, the one and only Vince Neil.
Okay, you're right. My bad. That's true. That's on 8/24. So it says with special guest autograph. I don't know if that's actually a person or if they're saying he's doing autographs. I don't know. But
dude, you haven't heard Autograph, dude? That is like my favorite rapper.
Some others that I did hear of is that I have heard of is the Kentucky Headhunters. It looks like our special guest, I guess, opening for Foghat, which I don't know who they are. And then the Oak Ridge Boys, I've heard of them. Don't listen to them. I don't really know them, but I've heard of them. And that's the first step, right?
Awareness.
So there's definitely quite a few concerts going on. Apparently sponsored by Texas Roadhouse. One thing that we did want to bring up is the state fair this year, one day only, is having a beer fest. So August 19th, fairgoers have an opportunity to sample beer from different craft breweries that call Kentucky home. This is a one-time brand new event at the Kentucky State Fair. Visitors will get 10 4-ounce samples. That's a 40-ounce from participating breweries. On August 19th, admission will only be available on site for $25. Beer Fest admission does not include fair admission and parking.
So wait. So does that mean can pretty much have like 10 different beers in a 40 ounce? Is that what I just heard?
Essentially, that's what I'm understanding. You get 10 4-ounce samples, so 4 ounces of one beer at a time, 4 ounces of another beer 10 times. I guess if you have a favorite, maybe you can just get 10 samples of the same one. I don't know. It doesn't say, but I'm sure you can find out if you go. So if you're a fan of beer and you want to support some Kentucky breweries, which is kind of what our show is all about, is Kentucky and Louisville and making sure we're supporting our local businesses. That's, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, because like it might seem like it's $25 on top of the fair admission, but if you're already going to the fair anyways, then it's something else you can do. And I mean, some of those beers, I mean, they're craft beers, so
ones that you're not going to get every day. It's not going to be like a
who
Bud
knows
Light
what
or something.
kind of yeah, exactly. It's not going to be something you just go to the gas station and get when you need beer.
What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite fair food?
No.
Like you don't rock the funnel cakes?
Funnel cake's delicious. I was going to say funnel cake. I've always been scared of trying the donut burger that everybody raves about.
That sounds about as American as it gets.
Of course it is. I mean, the Boondocks did a whole episode basically based, like he did like a whole, I'm pretty sure the itis episode. Anyways, not to get off topic.
Dude, they have really good ham there. Like they have like
the turkey legs are good too.
Yeah.
The smoked turkey legs and stuff.
They'll have like they'll have contests too. So like they're farmers. They'll have like the whole agriculture section.
Oh yeah.
Like they'll have like this ham. They'll have contests and you can test it, and it's just amazing.
Yeah, Food's always good. Like, there's really nothing. I don't know what else to say about it. They have the crazy stuff, the fried Oreos and things, which now you're able to get at different places around the city.
We got some at Spinelli's the other day.
Yeah, you can get some at Spinelli's. There's a few other restaurants that do it, and they're doing new fried desserts all the time. But, I mean, they're, for me, it's just kind of the funnel cake and the smoked stuff. But speaking of food, we have another food week coming up, and it starts Monday. It starts Monday, and it is Louisville's first wing week.
Nice.
So, with that, we've covered pretty much every other food week that we've been actively recording for. We missed one this year, I think, the taco week, but we hit burger week, we're hitting wing week, we're gonna hit pizza week, so this is wing week.
I'm bringing a lot of hot sauce. You already know it.
Theoretically, you can already get them covered in hot sauce.
I still bring my own hot sauce, bro.
Make it spicier.
Always.
Put a little pepper flake on it. So August 21st through August 27th, we're bringing you wings, and more wings for $7 from some of Louisville's most popular wing joints. It looks like they're still kind of uploading some. I don't know when the whole entry stops. I guess you can just kind of
ongoing
look at it when you decide that you want to go, and then see who's participating. We'll look at a few of them, just get a feel. So 80-20 at Kaylin's, 6 wings for $7, tossed in a selection of house-made sauces: buffalo, Thai peanut, firecracker, watermelon hot, green tomato, jalapeno, carrot, ginger hot. So a few of those actually sound pretty good.
That's a lot of flavor. I'm down.
Of course, like all the food weeks, there is an app. So I don't know what kind of grand prize they're giving out this time. I didn't see it. Might be something that they're still working on. It looks like $250 in gift cards is what they're giving away this time. So, Buffalo Wild Wings is participating. So 6 traditional wings for $7. And of course, I think we all know Buffalo Wild Wing sauces. They have tons of them. So
And it's been a while since I've been there. I feel like last time we went there, like we did the heat challenge, but it was back then. I think habanero was like the heat challenge.
It might have been. I don't remember.
Well,
Definitely haven't been there since they've been doing Reaper.
Right. So yeah, they turned up the heat since last time we've been there.
So it looks like they're doing a hot barbecue, and then says Bullet Bourbon Barbecue Sauce made with Bullet Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Dine in only. So that is something to be aware of with a lot of these restaurant weeks. Is some restaurants allow it takeout, some require dine in, and you got to kind of check before you go.
Either way, definitely tip.
Obviously, because they're doing this at a discount. So, Country Boy Brewing, our jumbo wings seasoned with Big Hazard barbecue dry rub and smoked over cherry wood, then roasted to perfection in our pizza oven. That sounds delicious.
That does.
I mean, smoke and wings just go together. I mean, you can see like there's quite a few restaurants here. Not quite as many as Burger Week yet, but like I said, it said more to be announced. So
this is the first one. So
this is the first wing week, yeah. So the Raven 7 jumbo wings with your choice of house-made sauce, buffalo sweet chili, or Raven sauce. Takeout available.
I mean, I've never ate a Raven wings, but I bet it's true.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Raven was on there for Burger Week. It's an Irish pub and restaurant, so I think they're just participating again. So there's quite a few places on here. Wing Zone. Wing Zone offers 17 different flavors to choose from, and they're offering 6 wings for $7. So
I used to work there.
No, you didn't. This guy. So yeah, there are quite a few restaurants participating in Wing Week. However, we also saw some posts where there's some restaurants choosing not to participate, right?
Yes, that was the Back Door.
Yeah.
There's a few of them, but I think the Back Door made a post.
There's a few not participating, but the Back Door did, or no, Back Deck Barbecue did make a post about it. And it sounds like the restaurants kind of pay to get in, and then they have to discount the wings, and he just couldn't take that hit. However, if it didn't work for the restaurants that can do it, they wouldn't keep participating, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want anybody to see this and take it negatively, but I do want to just kind of call it out that
the overhead for restaurants is already razor thin. So it's one of those things where it is a choice. If it works for you, awesome, participate. If not, that's great.
Cool. No
still good.
Feelings,
It's still amazing wings all around.
If it works for you next year, try it out. But that I guess I say it to say, like, if you got a favorite barbecue place or a favorite wing place in the city, even if they're not participating, hit them up.
Right, definitely
help improve the Louisville small business community. Mm-hmm. And just since we happened to see that post, we're featuring this one. They definitely got what looks like good food. It looks delicious. It's right there on Kenwood at Kenwood and New Cut, I guess, and
right across from
Iroquois
Union
Park.
Iroquois Park.
Yep. Yeah, and it looks like they got some pretty good stuff. So, speaking of Iroquois Park, though, of course, we did an episode on Iroquois Park recently where we climbed to the lookout. So you should check that out.
It was like a mountain, dude. We climbed it.
Yeah, we did it.
It was rough.
It was not easy, but we did it. We got outpaced by an old man. You should check out our thoughts on it in that last episode. But
he lapped us. It was bad.
But something that we did want to call out, something that happens pretty much every year, as far as I know, is the Louisville Street Rod Show at Iroquois Park. It's one of the biggest car shows that I know of in Louisville at an outside outside venue. They host a couple, I think, at the Expo Center sometimes, but I've always liked this one because you get to go to Iroquois Park.
And it's just very open, very welcoming. You just go there and
Yep.
check out some really awesome classic cars. They do have, usually people have like newer ones too, but it's always just an awesome time. They have food usually.
Yeah,
There'll be
there's usually
vendors.
food trucks. It says food trucks here and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully it should be pretty cool this year. I would think it'll be pretty big, and it's happening September 23rd and 24th. So a little over a month off, but we just figured we would call it out anyways, because I think we plan on going at least, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. We'll be there and be able to highlight some of the awesome cars they have.
And this is a shot that I can just tell is from Iroquois Park. Having been there, you can see the playground on the right, so it just kind of gives you an idea of just how many cars there are. And this is just a small portion. Like these trails go on with cars just parked. So,
and what's really cool, like since Iroquois Park's been established, it's been there forever. There's picture. If we put that in black and white, you'd think it was like in the 40s or 50s.
you
like
could, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, 60s. There were some 60s cars there, but I know it's not
Back to
your
the Future.
thing, so. But yeah, I mean, speaking of cars though, I guess we'll close it out, and I'll just say make sure to check out our gaming channel. I do a little bit of racing and stuff, and Jack's been doing some wrestling, and we been having fun doing it. And I just got a PlayStation 4 so we can do some wrestling and stuff together.
We're about to be the tag team champs. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah. So just stay tuned for content. Make sure to check out all the different channels. And got anything else?
Nope. See y'all next time.
All right. See y'all next time.